In 1815, entrepreneurs took advantage of a mine. The output of an average mine in 1850 was about 8,500 short tons. Its employment about 64 people. By 1900, this output had risen to 280,000 and employment to about 1,400. Banks played a very important role in German industrialization. Despite the several ups and downs of prosperity and depression that marked the first decades of the German Empire, the wealth of the empire was immense. German aristocrats, landowners, bankers, and producers also created what might be termed the first German economic miracle. The turn of the century surge in German industry and commerce, during which bankers, industrialists, merchants, the military, and the monarchy joined forces. Railroads helped the military with protection and transportation. Railroads also improved the culture of Germany, secured the community against death and famine, and strengthened the power and spirit of the nation. But arguably, the most important use of the railroads were that Germans were able to import hardware from Britain, and railroads were also key in the growth of the steel industry, as to build railroads and steam engines, you had to use steel. Railway shops were also the center of technologic improvements. Germany became Europe's leading steel-producing nation in the late 19th century. Thanks in large part to the protection from American and British competition afforded by tariffs and cartels, the leading firm was Friedrich Krupp AG Hoch Krupp, run by the Krupp family. The Krupp family has been a steel dynasty since the 1500s. Krupp became the steel manufacturer for the German Empire after it was the German Empire for the Kingdom of Prussia. In Great Britain, coal replaced charcoal, as Abraham Darby became the first to use coal in a furnace in 1709. Abraham Darby II burned coal in ovens, which led to higher quality iron in 1715. Henry Bessemer invented the converted process. The converted process allows you to change iron to steel in under 20 minutes. So overall, coal replacing charcoal led to improvements in the steel and iron industry. Many new banks started formulating as a result of capital. After seeing that industries can result in a profit, merchants, retail merchants, farmers, wholesalers, and others wanted to invest. The banks that were formed usually did not directly invest in the factories and industries, although there were a few short-term loans to industrialists so that they could cover their operating expenses. The money given from banks was used to buy new equipment or to improve the current equipment, and to overall expand on their factories. In Great Britain, railways were also a key part in industrialization. Railways enabled people in Britain to transport materials faster than before, to help businesses grow, to mine coal, to easily move mine coal. Lumber and steel industries grew as a result of railways, and jobs were opened up for people. Railways were the main development in communication in Germany. Following railroads, communication and travel became faster and more organized. The faster mode of transportation brought huge benefits to the Prussian army and the Germans. Mobilization became easier and faster and was used during the Prussian Wars. Samuel Morse invented the telegraph in 1832 to 1835 and the Morse code in 1836. The telegraph sent messages using the Morse code. The Morse code was dots and dashes used for short and long times to communicate over long distances. Military, pilots, and sailors would use Morse code to communicate. SOS signals were a popular use of the Morse code, and SOS signals were basically a cry for help. The telegraph revolutionized communication and used the Morse code.